All right, wonderful people, welcome back to this wonderful channel where we bring you back-to-back update and information as it is hot. In case it's your first time of joining us on this wonderful channel, kindly go ahead and subscribe, like, comment, share, and also remember to on your notification button so that whenever our news drop, you go be the first. Well, collect them. Let's go down to the news proper as it is hot. You don't show them, my people. As it happened for the Obodo, remember that all over the nation called Nigeria, that nation where the Prime Minister Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, they call the Obodo of Manu. As it be, what don't they happen for that side? As protests don't they go in their government, a lot of them don't they cry because when the Prime Minister and the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu Hamadike, one of them was warning them of the upcoming propaganda against the Nigerian citizens and the upcoming propaganda by the Tinubu's government and the plan at hand. I felt a lot of people, felt reluctant. They refused to listen because they believe that maybe somehow Kanu is just fighting for his people. But there were some expositions that were done by this gentleman called Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That's why whenever you hear me call him Ohamadike one of Ndibo, there is a reason. Yokopus Master, I don't talk anyhow. If you have been following us in this channel, you know that sometimes some people complain of the misconception of title and the rest of them, but sometimes these titles are to draw you so that you'll be able to, get attuned to our videos and be able to see the reality, because somehow the world does not like what is true. And when we tell you the real things, you don't like to listen to it. Meanwhile, I see the hot for the Obodo now, all over the nation, all over the country called Nigeria, everybody is protesting. The citizens are hungry, the masses are hungry, the workers are not paid, the government officials have not been paid their full pay, our elders, their pension and gratuities has not been paid, and this is what the nation is suffering from now. Akwangwaru na agwa n'oge meriri, n'oge meriri, asimu n'oge meriri ya. Remember that anybody that is trampling on a prophet, when you see people like Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, an ordained Jewish prophet, people like that, when you trample upon them, when you don't talk through about those kind of people, you tend to like, experience some kind of thing, some kind of backwards and the rest of them. And of course, you know that this present government entered and felt that, okay, the people we are going to fight is in the Igbo. When they were fixing people in office, no Igbo man. When they were giving positions, no Igbo man. When they were appointing their parastatals, no Igbo man. It was only few people that they know that these ones are their servants, because they know that as one Igbo amuziri amuzi one, everyone Igbo amuziri amuzi is an advocate. And the Igbos are hustlers. Now, the current protest that is going on is not even affecting the Igbo, because the Igbo are there chopping rice, chopping beans, enjoying themselves, and they say that this is how they are doing their own protest too. When I say tell, I'm going to bring you the information one by one as it happen for the Obodo. As for Kaduna now, they say the people where we say that they carry out this protest, don't they clash with the NIG police, as a lot of people were shot on the process. And I said, Nigerian police, why? Nigerian police, why? Nigerian police, why? What is happening? What is your problem? These people you are shooting, the government has given you order. Yes, you are a police officer who signed an agreement with government that whatever your commander commands you, you are going to obey to protect the flag of your nation. But you should look at, as a wise man, look at what the people are doing. It is not every order that is being given to you that you carry out. They told you to go and stop the protest. They did not say you should go and kill people. Even though they told you to go and kill the people, you should use your number 6 and know that these people are your people. They could be your brother. They could be your sister. They could be your friends. Why are you harming them? people who are on peaceful protest that the nation should become well. And one thing people should know is that the politicians in this nation has decided that nobody is allowed to speak their mind. They say we are in democracy, but the democracy politicians are even more crazy. Yes, just quote me right. I'm the one that said it. The democracy politicians in this nation are more crazy. It's not even democracy, but it's democracy because they are very crazy. As it is, on information reaching us, we have been able to check places like Abia State, Anambra State, Ebonyi State, Delta State, almost all over the Biafra land. There is nothing like protest that is going on. And I want to let you know that these people, the Biafrans, believe that why are they protesting when they already have hope that a nation that is a nation called their own, is coming very fast. And they felt that yes, it is time for us to, just to stay clear and watch these people do what they are doing. Oh, Setela. Ọkwangwara gagba n'ihere gemegi ekweso kwangwara gagba n'ihere gemegi. Of course, ihere has become the fate of the politicians in Nigeria. As it be, they say that Delta Bank's offices shut down as protests ground Asaba. Right now in Asaba, banks have been shut down, offices have been shut down, markets have been shut down in Asaba, as the people in Asaba has come out to protest for their political rights and to make sure that the government provide the promised social amenities. Because one thing Africans don't understand is that government is not for the government. The people who are there, of course, you know that we have government in two types, arbitrary types. We have the government as a machinery. We also have the government as a body. Those who work in the government are machineries who help the government to carry out their activities. But they are not the main government, because the main governments are the people. That is why it is called government of the people, by the people, because we are operating a democratical system of government. And that is why people like Mazi Nnamdi are protesting, telling the people, revealing the truth. And Nigerians don't like this kind of people. Other tribes, people like the Yorubas, the Hausas, the Ibibios, the Efiks, the thieves, and the name but a few, we are kicking against Mazi Nnamdi. Even the Orons and the Calabares, people like what is his name? Asari Dokumbo. We are kicking against Kano. But now they have seen the truth. They have seen that the government is not there to favor them. They have seen that the government is not favorable to them. They have seen that the government does not have any interest for them. The government is there to share the money, squander the money, and enjoy the money. And the eyes of these people are just opening right now. As it be, another information, they say that 2 Lagosians has been nabbed by FBI/EFCC for taking 1 million from Jamaican government. 1 million we are talking about is not even 1 million naira. We are talking about $1 million. I will still bring you to the full detail of that information. But someone will ask, why are our youth engaging into fraudulent activities? It is because the government have failed to provide the necessary social amenity for the people. In America, the minimum wage is $11 or $10 or thereabouts, depending on the company you are working with. And this minimum wage is not even like it's a monthly salary. It's per hour. So in America, if you have strength to work for 5 hours, you are earning $50 for the 5 hours. If you have strength to work for 10 hours, you are earning $100 for the 10 hours. So in a month, you can decide how much you should earn. And that is why you see people working for more than 5, 6, or 7 jobs in a day to be able to make ends meet. But here in Nigeria, they say they are still dragging the minimum wage of 70,000. And they are telling the people, if they are paying you 70,000 as a minimum wage, it means that we are going to have an inflation because there will be a big release of money. Meanwhile, the politicians you are backing, the politicians you are taking money from, the politicians you are taking salt from, the politicians you are taking peanut from, are counting their money in billions and in millions. If you check the salary of a state governor, his house allowance, his kitchen allowance, his wardrobe allowance, his fuel allowance, coupons, and all these things, they are running in millions. Meanwhile, these people are the leaders, and the leaders are supposed to make sacrifice for their people. Yes, the work of a leader is to make sacrifice for his people. It's not for you to be there and be enjoying the whole money. It is to make sacrifice, the necessary sacrifice for your people. That's the work of a leader. But in Africa, our leaders have decided to report. FBI, EFCC nabbed 2 Lagosians for stealing $1 million from Jamaican government. 2 Nigerians have been arrested in Lagos for allegedly duping the Jamaican government of $1 million. The arrest was led by the country's major organized crime and anti-corruption agency, Federal Bureau of Investigation, and the Economic and Financial Crime Commission. According to Loop News, the 2 men were detained in their residence in Lekki, Phase 1, Lagos, following an investigation into the involvement of an international cyber group reacted to Nigeria and the cyber fraud. The 3 agencies subsequently coordinated an arrest warrant secured through international collaborations. MODCA Director of Communication, Major Basil Jarrett, said the agency had in 2023 received a complaint from the National Water Commission over an attempt to defraud them of over $1 million through a business email compromise which had illegally routed the funds to the criminals. Meanwhile, MOCA immediately launched an international investigation into the matter alongside U.S. federal law enforcement partners, which ultimately resulted in the stolen funds being seized, while the majority of it was returned, and also led to the location of 2 properties in Lagos, Nigeria. In collaboration with its U.S. federal law enforcement partners, launched an intensive international cyber investigation into the attack, resulting in monies being frozen and ultimately the majority of it being returned. This one is happening in Lagos State, and I think that our youth are not to be blamed because the government have refused to provide the necessary social amenity for them. Meanwhile, let's go down to Bømbş State as the protest is ongoing. Let's see what is happening in Bømbş State today. Hot news in Nigeria tonight: 3 killed, many injured as protest turns violent in Kaduna. This is happening in Kaduna live. About 3 people have been shot dead and other people have been injured in the ongoing protest. This is the first day of the protest today, the 1st of August, but a lot of people have been injured. Who knows what is going to become the fate of Nigerians? And I think that the government of Nigeria has decided not to take it lightly with the citizens, but they have decided to use an iron hand to handle their citizens, which is very, very bad. Because in every government, the citizens, first of all, are not supposed to be denied their franchise right. Of course, you know that the present government practically in broad daylight denied the citizens of their franchise rights. And that is to say that the present government were not voted into power. There were a lot of evidence. The citizens protested, but there were nothing they can do. As the planned nationwide protest against hunger begins today, the organizers and police, the lead security agencies, have held their positions as the former insisted on a street procession, while the latter maintained its stance of having the protest confined to designated spots. The peaceful process against bad government turned violent in Kaduna on Thursday, leaving no fewer than 3 youths dead and many other protesters injured. An eyewitness said the number of protesters, mostly youths and the unemployed, outnumbered the security operatives. They marched from the Rigara area and from the Abakpa end towards the Sia Kashim Ibrahim House, the official residence and the office of the state governor. The eyewitness said, "We were marching peacefully and no one was carrying any offensive weapon. I think the security operatives near the government house were threatened by our large number. Suddenly, a vehicle that they use in spraying hot water on protesters came speeding towards us from the government house axis. 4 protesters were killed at Kim Filling Station, Boron Junction in Maiduguri, Borno State capital on Thursday. Officials at the petrol station who identified the disease as their workers gave separate accounts of how they died. I am speaking to you now. No, they are still lying in the pool of their blood," said one of the attendants that gave his name as Malam Musa. Musa, who confirmed that he was with the victim, said they died from an explosion. "I nearly got affected, but as God would have it, I escaped unhurt." However, another source who pleaded for anonymity said the disease were hit by stray bullets. "I was opposite the police station when the incident happened. There was nothing like blast. We just had sporadic gunshots and the boys were done. 4 of them died instantly," he said. It don't see as it happen. As it be, the indigenous people of Biafra has warned the Igbo not to join the ongoing protest. Let's go down to the full detail of that information. The indigenous people of Biafra has called on Ndi Igbo across the country not to join the ongoing nationwide governance protests. The pro-Biafran group said rather than joining the protest, Ndi Igbo should be security alert and protect their lives and properties during and after the protest. The group added that both IPOB, Ohanes and Ndi Igbo and many other Igbo groups have already warned them not to join the protest. They alleged that security report at its disposal indicated that security agencies has concluded plans to carry out targeted attacks against Ndi Igbo during the protest. In a statement on Thursday, the group, through its spokesman, Ima Powerful, claimed that there were also plans to sponsor criminal elements in the southeast to carry out violent protests to provide opportunities for the security agencies to launch attacks against Ndi Igbo during this period. The statement said, therefore, Ndi Igbo should be careful and know that they are hated and targeted across the contraption called Nigeria. Furthermore, the false accusation against IPOB and Mr. Obi by the federal government as the sponsors of the protests are part of the sinister plan and agenda to target Ndi Igbo for elimination. The false alarm that IPOB and Ndi Igbo are sponsoring the protests is another false flag operation targeted at killing Ndi Igbo during the protests. Neither Ndi Igbo nor IPOB called for the Nigerian protest against the leadership disastrous performance in Nigeria. Interestingly, both the IPOB, Ohanes and Ndi Igbo, and many other Igbo groups have warned Ndi Igbo not to join the proposed peaceful nationwide protest against hardship and hunger in the wider Nigeria. Meanwhile, let's go down to some comments of some people because of what the IPOB people have said that Igbo should not join the protest. Meanwhile, let's go down to what the people's comment now. Ogun Sanya Owalebi commented. He said, there will be scapegoats, those who are supposed to think of the son who they are too bad. Mary Uche said, youth, please learn from past mistakes. Please forget about this obsessive protest. Let God be the judge. Babayero said, coward. Another person said, this one is Okuchuku Samson. He said, those evil sucking demons that wasted the life of the innocent protesters shall never go free. Their days are numbered. Another one is coming from Bashar Bashim Bala. He said, so painful, may their soul rest in peace. May Almighty Allah judge our leaders for doing all this for us. And we pray their death not be good at all and life hereafter. Meanwhile, wonderful people, our wonderful subscribers and wonderful listeners, this is where I'll be winding down the curtain. And if this is your first time of joining us on this wonderful channel, kindly go ahead and subscribe, like, share, comment, and also remember to on your notification button so that whenever our news is dropping, you'll be the first. We'll collect them. Thank you for listening. God bless you.